All right, class, welcome to Unit 2.1. For this chapter, this unit, we're going to work on colons. Last time it was semicolons. Colons are a little bit different. We're going to focus on these top two in bold here. And one is to give an emphasis to an item, and the other one is to introduce lists or text, like they're things they're going to follow. Both of them follow kind of the same idea in that you have a sentence. I have only one thing that can stop me, and the last item in the sentence then gets a colon, and what follows directly relates to the last thing in the sentence. So the thing that can stop me are stop signs. That's for emphasis. So you see, a colon can give emphasis. The other thing you can do in very much the same way is it can give a list. I bought groceries. That's a sentence, independent clause. I bought groceries. The last item in that sentence is groceries. So when I put a colon after groceries, I provide the groceries, apples, bananas, and milk. Don't worry so much about these next two. They don't matter here. You're going to put in the colon before the item that needs emphasis or before the item that is a list. And then you're going to write your own, whatever you want to do. You don't have to go back to your I believe, or your Life Brand essay or anything, but just write your own sentences here that end with the colon and then have like a list or an emphasis. Just get used to it. Application to concepts. I want us to think forward a little bit, and for this, we're going to start writing analysis. And so, what does analysis mean to you? How might this differ from summary? So, when you summarize something, you're recalling what happened with accuracy. But when you analyze something, it's a little bit different. And think of analysis, as really digging into something and trying to figure it out. And so maybe give some examples of things that you've analyzed, right? Maybe you've done some compare and contrasting and you had to really dig in deep for something. And then how might you use analysis in your future occupation, right? Where will analysis come in for you? So 100 and 150 words, not a bunch here, but just thinking about analysis. And then your reading journal. You can either summarize one of the chapters. It's like 9, 14, 15, but probably number 9 here. You can summarize any of the chapters from our reading list from RIT 101. Or you can follow my prompts here. Availability heuristic, chapter 9, where you're going to provide examples of availability heuristics that you've used. You can provide good examples where it's been really helpful. Maybe you have a lot of experience in something. Or you can provide bad examples where maybe you've seen an availability heuristic in your life that didn't make any sense. I'm going to give you an example here of I watched Jaws as a kid, and even though I was swimming in freshwater Great Lakes, I was still afraid of sharks. Did I need to be afraid of sharks? Absolutely not. There are no sharks in the Great Lakes. But my availability of large open water was sharks, and that's what my mind defaulted to. So, give some examples of some availability heuristics that you've encountered or that you do, or just talk about it from the book, right? Do a little summary, whatever you want to do there. So, hope that helps. Have a great week.